Pizza is one of the best foods on the planet. Full stop. Welcome back to Did You Eat Yet? I'm Victor, and I've traveled around the world eating some of the best pizza around and have learned about so many different types of pizza and what general differences exist from region to region. A few years ago, I tried to pick up pizza making at home, and holy shit, it was hella frustrating at first. There's definitely a learning curve with pizza when it comes to the whole process of handling dough, launching a pizza off the peel, and ensuring that it gets a nice cook inside of the oven. I basically gave up on it after a few attempts. But then my wife bought me an uni coda for my birthday one year, and essentially forced me to learn how to make pizza again. Basically, she just wanted me to make pizzas for her anytime she was craving them. I wasn't really complaining either though. In this video, I highlight some of my favorite types of pizza from around the world and attempt to recreate them in my backyard. I'm definitely still very much a beginner when it comes to pizza making, but I just wanted to share my progress so far and what my favorite types of pizza are from region to region. From traditional pizzas from Naples, New York slices, Detroit style, and of course, back home in the Bay Area. Learning how to make your own dough isn't that hard, but learning to make the right dough that you can manage takes some time at first. If you're a beginner, I suggest starting with some lower hydration dough to get more comfortable first. As I've gotten more comfortable making pizzas, I've been able to experiment with medium to higher hydration doughs, but it also depends what pizza you're trying to make. A lower hydration dough is stiffer and less sticky, making it easier to handle, but the end result is a denser crust. With a wetter dough, it's a bit more tricky to handle, but it results in a much more airy and lighter crust. Today, I'm gonna go with something in between at 65% hydration since I'm making the same dough for a few different types of pizzas. With most dough recipes, all you really need is flour, water, yeast, salt, and olive oil. I usually refer to a pizza calculator to figure out the right ratio of ingredients depending on the hydration of dough that I want. The type of flour that you use is super important, but today, I'm just gonna be using all-purpose flour since that's what most people already have in their pantries. Combine all the ingredients, mix it up, and let it ferment for about 5 to 8 hours in a covered container at room temperature. Once it's risen enough, I shape the dough into dough balls, measuring to ensure that they're all uniform size. I usually portion the dough balls to roughly 269 grams for a medium-sized pizza. With the dough balls formed, we let them rest overnight in the fridge. The next day, we take it out the fridge about 20 minutes before we start making the pizzas. A good dough makes a huge difference, and making your own dough is always worth it. After the pizza dough itself, a quality pizza sauce is essential for a good pizza. There's so many pizza sauce recipes out there, and I'm going to make 2 different kinds of sauce today for the different pizzas I'm going to be making later. The first sauce is simple, and is going to be used for a margherita. With a can of crisp Bianco's tomatoes, add some olive oil, some fresh basil, and a little bit of salt. The quality of tomatoes is so important for this one. A great simple sauce for a simple pizza, especially for a classic margherita. For the other sauce, I want to go for something a bit more flavorful and complex. So I'm going to start with some olive oil, a ton of garlic, some oregano, a little bit of chili flakes, and then we throw in the tomatoes, salt, some more garlic powder, and simmer for about 30 minutes to reduce. And that's it. 2 different types of simple pizza sauces we can use to build different kinds of pizza. A margherita pizza is the quintessential pizza I wanted to learn to make once I got my uni. With the high heat, it really allows you to cook great margherita pizzas. The origins of a margherita pizza stem from Naples, where I was able to visit a couple of years ago, where we pretty much just ate margherita pizzas the entire week we were in that region of Italy. What goes into a margherita pizza is pretty simple. You get your dough rolled out, and once I have it at about 16 inches, I top it with some of the hand-crushed tomato sauce I prepped, and then I add a layer of low-moisture mozzarella, and it's ready to launch into the oven. It's kinda therapeutic to watch the pizza cook, with the dough slowly rising and crisping, the cheese melting, and the delicious aroma spreading everywhere. While it's pretty simple, the pizza itself is anything but that. Top it off with some basil, and it's ready to go. While I'm still learning how to make pizza, I feel like this is the one style of pizza I really want to perfect. Over the last few years, I've had the opportunity to visit New York a lot, and ate a ton of pizza every time I was out there. New York style pizza is one of my favorites, characterized by the large but very thin slices. A specific New York style pizza I've fallen in love with is a white pie. A white pie generally consists of ricotta and mozzarella with a sprinkle of pecorino romano or parmesan on top without a tomato sauce. Garlic or garlic powder is also involved with this one, and it's overall a really simple pizza. I'm a big fan of simple pizzas, as the taste of each ingredient can really stand out on its own. I've had so many slices of this style of pizza during late nights out, and it's always going to be one of my favorites. I wasn't introduced to Detroit style pizza until Square Pie Guys came to the Bay, and it immediately became one of my favorite types of pizza. Detroit style pizza is a rectangular pan pizza with a thick, crispy and chewy crust. Today, I'm going to make a simple one with just tomato sauce, pepperoni, and cheese. You stretch the dough out into the pan, get the toppings in, lay in that pepperoni, the cheese, and then spread the sauce in lines without covering all the cheese, and launch that whole pan into the pizza oven to cook. The result is a thick, crispy crust, delicious toppings, and just an amazing bite of pizza. Some hot honey to top this off is hella good too. One of my favorite iconic Bay Area pizzas stem from the Cheese Board Collective. Since 1985, they've been serving vegetarian pizzas with a sourdough crust using fresh ingredients, various cheeses, and some amazing sauces. Since then, we've seen other Bay Area pizza shops open up serving similar menu offerings, and I always love these pizzas, whether it's from Cheese Board, Sliver, Arizmendi, or Diamond Slice. Before you make the pizza, you gotta prep Cheese Board's iconic Papi Chulo sauce, which is made with cilantro, citrus, garlic, peppers, mustard, and so much more. Just put all the ingredients into a blender and it's ready to go. I'm basically just gonna make a hella simple pizza with garlic oil, no tomato sauce, and a lot of cheese. Once it's cooked, slice it up and enjoy it with some Papi Chulo sauce. This sauce is iconic and it's literally good on anything. And that's my pizza making video. Compared to a lot of pizza makers out there, I'm definitely a beginner and still learning to perfect some basic pizzas. I've gotten the hang of basic pizza making over the years, but I just wanted to share some of my favorites. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode on pizza making, and I'll see y'all next time. Let me know what some of your favorite types of pizza are in the comments. Peace.